What was the big shift for you? I mean, you talked about you just decided I'm going to change. From a first principle thinking or from a framework that you use in your coaching business, where does somebody start? What's something we could tell people today that they could apply to their life after listening to this and immediately figure out whether or not it works?
Draw a line in the sand and make a firm decision that your life will never be the same. I think people make changes in too much of a small way. I'm going to start the gym on Monday. It needs to be immersive, and it needs to be a commitment, and there needs to be some sort of significance attached to that decision. For me, I happen to be in prison. It was this sort of awakening that allowed me to have this pivotal moment where I could always look back on it and go, when I was in that prison cell and I looked in that mirror, I can always remember that moment. I'm never going to go back from it because it was such a turning point for me. So I would advise people to try and replicate that moment. And it's going to be different for everybody. And you'd really have to put a bit of thought into thinking, how can I create that moment? It might be throwing your wedding ring away. It depends on what change you want to make. It might be closing down the business that you've been running for 20 years. There needs to be a decision where you draw a line in the sand and you say, from this moment on, my life is never going to be the same. And if you can truly, truly make that decision, everything else will fall into place. But I don't think people make that decision powerfully enough.